Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kyle here with another Guardian Tales video. In today's video, I want to talk about the new character that's coming through to Guardian Tales in 2 weeks from now. So if you guys are not aware, Korea server is 2 weeks ahead of us. So if you're seeing new heroes, it's because they already got them first, and then we're getting them a little bit later, which is nice, especially, if you're on the NA2 server, they're going to have 2 full weeks to be able to really break down and see just how good that character is over there. Then we could really think about it and make sure if we're going to go for that character or not. So I think this is a really good benefit that the NA server has to really making sure you're saving as much gems as possible. So here's the first look on this character here in Lucy. She's a ranged fire attack character that uses the staff. I think she's going to be a really good character, especially for arena, and I think also for raids. Fire team has been lacking good team synergy when it comes to actually doing well in raids. A lot of times just a team that's non-off affinity against fire teams and raids actually does better. So a ranged fire attack character is going to go a long way in helping bolster them from a raid perspective if you are heavily invested in a fire team. So here, let's talk about the character. She's kind of like a trickster slash just likes messing with people. If you care about the lore, she reminds me, like, kind of has the look of Harley Quinn, kind of the personality, but not really an exact carbon copy. She likes to just mess with people. So like world-renowned criminal who puts fear, wealthiest man, and then she just she just does it for the thrill, like adrenaline junkie or something. I don't know, kind of an interesting story going on there. But let's actually talk about the kit and see if she's actually good. Looking at it a little bit, like she looks like pretty dope, like kind of on the level of Mayriel. Maybe really throw a wrench into whole Mayriel being in the meta because she's fire and she has a lot of similar things to Mayriel. So here's the kit. She just has a normal auto attack that has nothing on it, which is throws cards to inflict damage to enemies. Usually it's fine as long as they kind of supplement that with something on the EX or on the special ability. So then on the chain skill, she already puts people into airborne with her weapon skill, and so it goes from airborne to downed. And I like that she's putting people in airborne. I'm always a big fan of that because she's a ranged character. She's putting them into the state that's going to increase the damage of ranged. So inflicts 300% of DPS with a hurricane card trick, and then increases allies critical hit multiplier by 100% for 6 seconds. I think this is a really powerful ability. I think Veronica's proved that. It's just even with very little investment, she does do a better buff to the team, so it's not a direct one-to-one comparison, but Veronica is a well-known, really good raid character, so that means she's just providing a ton of DPS for your team. So, and she has this very similar effect of the critical hit multiplier by 100%. I think already that's a very good effect for your whole team from an arena perspective. I think when you actually have someone in the chain skill, it's really not, you're just kind of closing out the match. It's very rare that you get someone in the chain skill and you're not going to win. So having that extra bit of critical hit multiplier for arena, not necessarily the best, but I can see this being very good for Coliseum. I don't know if she has the range for Coliseum, but for Coliseum and for raiding. Special abilities next, which is Phantom Walk. On critical hit, movement speed increases by 25% for 4 seconds, and critical hit multiplier increases by 50%. I think this is an amazing special ability. We already have something like this in Mayriel, a ranged character that as she starts critting, it takes 4 crits, and then she gets 20% additional movement speed. She just has it off the first critical hit. So I think that's going to be really awesome in the arena perspective. So she's gonna be able to actually, she crits you. She already has a ton of critical hit chance by 36% there, and then 13% on her weapon, as we'll check out here in a second. So already just base 50% crit ready to go. So she's gonna crit pretty easily, and then she can move significantly faster right off of it. Doesn't have to ramp it up. So I think already looking like a very good arena character, and she can already attack through walls and stuff, kind of like Nari. So that's paramount to being a good ranged attacker in arena. If she couldn't do that, then I don't think she'd be that good. So that's why seeing the actual character in game is so important, because on paper, you can't really evaluate unless you see what the actual auto attacks can do. So then lastly, we have her weapon. So here we go. Here's the weapon. Here's that 13% critical chance I was talking about. Then we have like a lot of HP and a lot of defense, and then 60% weapon regen skill speed at max level. And then here's the effect, which is on hit, a card explodes and inflicts 30% additional DPS with 40% chance. So there's that extra effect on the auto attack I was talking about. When using Royal Straight Flush, which is her weapon skill, increases defense by 30% for 3 seconds, which I think is really awesome on the weapon skill for an actual defense increase, because usually you kind of lag or kind of stop moving when you do your weapon skill. So getting the extra defense as you're doing that, especially as a ranged character that's normally relatively squishy, I think is going to go a long way in increasing her survivability. So she's going to have the extra defense, she's going to have the extra movement speed. It seems like a very good character on paper here. And then lastly, here's the thing that puts people in airborne state. We got to see how many times it actually has to hit. Probably going to take 2 hits, like 2 full hits, to actually get someone in airborne state in arena, and then throws 5 magic cards in order, puts enemies in airborne state. So, and 270% DPS. So looks pretty good to me. And then let's actually take a look at her here. This is footage from, I found this dude on Reddit. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll link him down in the description below on like the footage I've seen when it comes to this. I don't have a Korean account, so this is definitely not me. Here we go. Let's take a look at the autos. So there's the weapon skill where the cards come through. But it looks like a clean auto attack. I kind of wish you'd move around a little bit to see if like you can move. But I like the height test. Like on the video it says height test, and then see how he's talking. He has like attacking through walls test, and it proves that it all goes through walls there. So I think that's good. But she seems very, as she's casting, she seems a little immobile. And then he's saying like will be a great unit for arena and stuff like that, and I agree with him. One thing though, like looking at the test, it was a lot of standing still, so I wonder how much movement. One of the major reasons why Nari is so good is because she can move as she's casting, and you can just like slowly whittle people down. You don't even have to like pause for the weapon skill. You just go all in on just auto attacking. Nari doesn't have the extra benefit of being able to move fast, so I'm thinking maybe she can kind of like auto attack a little bit and then run, auto attack a little bit, run, because she's getting that extra movement speed. We'll have to see for sure, but overall, I'm thinking that she's going to be a great character to pull for. I don't know if she's going to be very necessary. It's really going to depend on where you're at in your account, if you're actually needing a ranged damage dealer, if you actually need a good character for arena. But overall, seems like a very good character. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for my first look here at Lucy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the new character. And with that, guys, I'm out. Peace.